thing that really stands out in the PMI is that Kenyan companies are not as optimistic as Ugandan or Tanzanian companies for the long term. The manufacturing sector is still stagnating. And this is despite the improvement in FX liquidity in 2024. If you look at the construction sector, it's actually declining and actually contracting. And that's largely because of two factors. Number one, the fiscal challenges the government is facing suggest that they don't have the external capital or funding to invest in new infrastructure projects. But number two, the delayed payments to road contractors is also creating a concern with regards to new investment in construction. But one of the bright spots has really been agriculture, to the point that we're now growing at a faster rate than we did between 2018 and 2022. Switching over to the manufacturing sector, across Africa, the share of manufacturing as a percentage of GDP is declining. The same can be said for Tanzania. There's a stagnation, and Uganda. But interestingly, as we've learned, there is more interest now in this sector to relocate towards both Tanzania and Uganda. Now, shifting over to what I call the Achilles heel of Kenya, we are in a situation now where our modus operandi is revenue-based fiscal consolidation. We are actually expecting, or at least the guidance from the authorities is that the fiscal deficit could be about 4.3% of GDP for fiscal year 24-25, ending in June. I think in agreement with the IMF, we believe that this fiscal deficit will probably be higher than 5% of GDP. What are some of the things that we should be thinking about or telling people to think about for 2025? I honestly think that proactive liability management is a must. I think an extension of the IMF program is critical. I think becoming more predictable on taxation policy is important. And I think from a global perspective, it's very likely that it's going to be volatile, it's going to be haphazard. Expect dollar strength initially, which will also hit a lot of frontier markets. And then after that, expect the dollar to weaken towards the tail end of, Mr. Trump's presidency. There are massive opportunities in AI, and I do think it's going to be transformational. And it's going to increase and transform productivity across our economies. And we can't avoid it. We have to adapt and grow with it. The other aspect that is critical is really around critical minerals with the green energy transition. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our economic forum and outlook for 2025. Thank you for your time.